Hello and welcome to Three Bags on a Boat with me, Anthea Turner, and my friend here, Sarah Haran. If you've not met Sarah before, she is bag crazy. She is the founder of Sarah Haran Handbags and is really nosy about how people use their bags. Yes. Because you have to be, really, don't you?
Do have to be. Well, you do have to be, because people do want to know, and I'm really interested in the function, how people use their bags. So actually this is great because I'm getting to see inside bags, but also hearing about the use. And as a designer, that's really important because I do want to produce bags that people can use properly. It's not just about being beautiful as a bag, it's actually got to be functional. And for me, that's really important.
And you're also a captain now.
I am a captain of this here ship. Or is it a boat?
I don't think it's a boat. It's a boat, but we can now call you Captain Sarah.
Captain Sarah.
Yes. You bought a boat.
I did. Just to be different. To the horror of my family, I have to tell you, they were somewhat surprised because I'm not known for jumping in water and doing things to do with water and ships and any sort of boating thing. But actually, it gave us the opportunity to do something different. We can do this sort of thing. We can meet our customers. We can meet lovely people.
And just remind everybody where we're moored.
And we're in Canary Wharf. So it sounds as if it's a long way away, but actually it's 10 minutes in to the centre of London, thanks to the Elizabeth line and the Jubilee line. And there's the O2 behind me. There's an airport over there.
Yeah.
The links are all really, really good. So it's very cool. Yes, it's been lovely.
Well, and obviously, as you know, with the programme, we always invite somebody along to delve into their handbag. And I am so pleased that today we have makeup artist Ruby Hammer, who is also a brand founder and an ambassador for the British Makeup Council. Beauty Council. What does that entail?
So in fashion, you've got the British Fashion Council.
Yes.
So they champion the industry, so the fashion industry, all the different parts of it, whether it's manufacturing or designers or putting on shows. You know, you need a champion.
Absolutely.
We need somebody to lobby the government to get your industry up to speed.
And you have been a champion for so many years. You're a name that I remember, actually, because we're in the same age bracket.
We are. I'm 62, so you don't have to say your age, but I've always said my age.
2 years on you. I just remember you being one of the first people that I sort of caught on to who helped people, normal people, make the best of their face.
But this
is before Instagram. This is before YouTube and Instagram. And you were there in lots of magazines helping us to try and not look like the supermodels, but just make the best of what you've got.
The thing is, I am a professional makeup artist. Yeah. I'm self-taught. So I didn't go to any class. I'm an economics graduate, so I came to this line quite late. But my thing was always to kind of educate, show you I have a creative sphere, which is what Sarah's saying, but there's a functionality to me as well. It's not just about the thing looks good and doesn't actually work. So I needed to work on lots of different levels. I needed to work as an artist first. If it doesn't work on black and white, TV, film, shows, high-end fashion, it's not going to be for me. Then, who buys that afterwards? The consumer. It's got to work for that woman, you, me, young, old, my grandma, my mum when she was alive. You know, it has to be something that functions. It can't just look good and cost a fortune.
Yeah. I remember one of your first ranges, which was Ruby and Millie.
Yes.
I love that. Because it was accessible, it was in Boots.
It was a fantastic collaboration at that time. They've never done one since, and they're probably too scared to do another one again. But what that meant was when we launched in Harvey Nichols and Selfridges, next to Chanel this end, Yves Saint Laurent that end, Dior over there, but it was a Boots own brand. It wasn't our brand.
Yeah,
we got the money and the backing from them. So it could hold its own, packaging-wise, formula-wise, everything next to that department store grandeur.
Yep.
And yet, when it was then, not in every Boots, in the larger Boots ones, accessible to somebody, and they were quite high-end, and we were probably way ahead of our time.
Yeah.
But everyone who talks about it talks about it with that level of, I hear affection.
Yeah.
Such
I
fondness.
hear fondness.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
And you don't get that if the product is not good.
It's not.
It's not a load of hype,
If
is
it's
it?
rubbish.
Well, I do want to talk to you about
Yeah.
your new range as well, but obviously
You wanna
I
give
can
him
see
to
this
my
handbag
handbag.
here.
What's going on?
So this is like Christmas. This is, your sack. What is Ruby going to pull out
this
of a
is
handbag?
a very functional handbag.
Yes.
with
Yeah,
lots of pockets.
Pockets.
Yeah, that looks
And
like a good mum
usually
bag.
most
Mum.
people handbags, are black.
Yeah.
But because my name is Ruby, I'm partial to a bit of red. Okay, so the first thing I have is I do have a red iPad. Boom, we'll put that down. Then
You
I
can't lose red things, can you?
No, and that's
We
what
love
I
it.
like.
yes,
Yeah. So my own products bear, look, I'll just show you a selection of whatever. They're like this. Brush. They are magnetic, they click on, click off. Secure, hygienic, multi-purpose, work for liquid,
Functional,
cream and
brilliant.
powders.
Yeah.
I love this new brand. It's so exciting. And I'm sorry about this, but I had to bring my makeup bag as well because I want to see what I have got in my makeup bag and how I've been using it as well. Because we can talk and then we can all talk together about your makeup and how it fits into our lives and how easy it is to use. And you are just about one of the best. Oh, I use a see-through bag because I can see everything very, very quickly.
It's a great shape. It's a really great shape.
I want to talk to you about this. This is an amazing product. You don't have one in your bag, but I've got one in mine. Oh, you do?
I do.
You talk about it, and then I'm going to tell you how brilliant I think it is.
I love that you have that. So Ruby and Millie was launched in 1997, and it went on for 15 years, and then, unfortunately, we had to give Boots their notice. When I then relaunched, bearing my name, you have to move on, don't you? Because the technology is advanced, the materials are advanced, the compliance, what you can have, ingredients listed, and has changed.
Is that for the good?
No, it's just different. There
All
are
right,
laws
okay.
that existed then, now
Yeah.
they exist. We've got, European, American, Japanese, Far East, Australian, whatever.
The bigger you get,
Are they vegan? Are they clean?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
they this? Are they cruelty-free? It's compliance. And if you bring a product to the market, you have to be compliant. I'm not breaking the law. So I tried to get the same packaging that I had first time round. Didn't exist because that plastic isn't the right plastic anymore. It's not recyclable. It's not sustainable. So all of these, the formula is vegan. The plastic and thing when you break it apart and whatever, but it's got to have a nod to my own. I'm copying myself basically. I love the way it looks. I love the way it spins. That's how it comes out. And I bet you when Anthea got this, she must have been thinking, is Ruby drinking rum? How am I going to wear that?
Can't get it up. Why is it
How am I going
not?
to wear that?
How's that
Shocking
working?
pink.
Yeah.
I'm going to look
That's
like
really-
I belong in King's Cross or something. But you can use your finger. I won't ruin yours. You use your finger.
I would be honoured for you to stick your finger in mine.
No, do you know what?
Honestly.
Let me get my one out and then I'll abuse mine and I'll show you how, if I've got it in here. And do you know what? I do. There's my one in red.
Yeah.
So please don't flip it out and go like that because it's very pigment rich and you're then going to look like you can't blend it down.
Oh.
But if you just do that, you I'll probably need a mirror. Let's find a mirror. Thank you.
There we go.
You smile, and when you get to a certain age, you don't want it right on the apples of our cheeks because we're not 3 years old. You do that, and then I go up so that it still keeps the face going up. And
That's why
look,
it's always good to smile because you look better.
you smile,
Yeah.
yes, we've got the apples of
Your
the
face
cheek.
always goes
and then
up.
you go on the upper end because if you then take away your smile, it'll drop down here. So are you supposed to put blusher down here? No, because it will drag your whole face down. So you always smile, that's the upper, and then we go up. And you can always add more. And I bet you found that when it blended, you could control it.
Yeah.
I'm a control freak.
Now,
about
I tell you what I did do on this is that this is a brush that I've had for years. They don't even make it anymore.
I like it. It's a stipple brush.
Yeah, it's a stipple brush. And I have... Sorry about this. I'm so indulgent now. But I play with both of them at the same time.
See? Everyone learned
So
something new.
this is a highlighter.
Right?
And I go flick in there and I flick in there. And then because of my colouring, then I just sort of stipple around until I feel I've got, and I always stand by a natural light with a mirror until I feel I've just caught the light and I've got that. And it's blended. So blend.
If they could all do that, lesson well learned. There you go. You do me proud, lovely.
Oh, I'm
You
so
do me
pleased.
proud.
I'm so pleased.
But that's the way, because you see, when you see that, look, I only have 3 shades. People look at that and they think, because I'm dark-skinned,
they think it's going to be really bright.
They're not.
Yeah,
The red is a universal shade because the colour that runs in our blood, black, white, male, female, whatever age you are, is red. A tiny bit of it.
Yeah.
Even when you're in the menopause and you're getting a red flush, you're still red.
Oh yeah, I forgot the other thing is then I got my lip brush, and I got it on my lips as well. I do that. Yeah. If I was out, I would just take that and I can just do it with my fingers.
But I like that brush because it gives you the shape and can.
If you're going to invest in these, it's not great for business, is it? Because this is going to last forever. I don't know how I'm ever. This time in 5 years' time, I think I'll still be using this.
11 grams. So the problem is with the packaging, the shape of it. That's the fill. So I had to do it like that because people then feel shortchanged. Yeah, they feel like, oh, £22, not much in there, but thank you for saying you're gonna hold it and you're gonna keep it for a long time.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And the other thing I want to discuss with you is this, because this is something else. I opened it up and I went, just get a close up of this. Is she having a laugh? What am I having? What's it? Is it a mascara for me or I don't know? My doll? I don't know how many dolls. I just want you to know I don't. But now I've played, I've practiced, I've watched you, and I am using this and loving using it.
I'm going to have to say, Anthea is great. Look, you see, she listens, she uses her brain, and she works out something for herself. I love that.
We've all got these little lashes that when you use
the big one,
the big brush, you can't get at.
Yeah.
This I can get at every tinsy, and of course I've got a magnifying mirror because I can't see.
All got to have it at a certain age.
Every single tinsy lash of mine has been anointed with this. Every lash, there's not one missed out.
You must be the only person in the industry to have
how
that.
many times when I did the press launch where I didn't say anything to anybody, and anybody, even now, when I gift it to someone or they see it, they open it and they go, and you see it, they take an intake of breath, like,
What
is
are we
this
going to
going
do
to
with
work?
that?
Exactly that. I'm like, oh right, okay, and then I just say to them, I'll either use it on them or allow them to use it. I don't pester them. Then they work out that, oh my God.
And then, of course, jewel.
And then you put the...
Because then you do it on your eyebrows as well. And my eyebrows are now, my hair and my eyebrows all in the right direction.
It catches every little hair.
Every little bit,
doesn't dry. Once you've let it dry, there's no... One of my pet peeves is when you put your hands in it, if it can feel all crispy. I can't stand that.
That's really cool.
I do not want eyebrow dandruff because I've got dark hair and... all the other brands out there, they do it, it's too thick, you put it in, and after a while, you can start seeing eyebrow dandruff.
So you really are.
Couldn't we?
You are true to your word of function then. Yeah, you really thought about it. Yeah,
doesn't
true to
that
function.
look? Somebody said to me, oh, is that Hermes? Because if you looked at Hermes makeup, they have something like that. And I said, well, they're not Hermes prices.
There you go.
But
Even better,
it
but
looks
luxury.
classy
Yeah, it
because
looks
it's
lovely.
the nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole lot.
So you have a way, I know, because I had to talk about it once, of us all improving with our finances by how we store our money. share it with us? Because I can actually see it popping out there.
This isn't I don't even know where I got this bag. But years ago, I was told that in the East, they don't put their credit cards or loose change or cash. It has to be something red.
Yeah.
So I have my cash.
Isn't this
Makes
amazing?
sense, actually.
My
Yeah, no,
card.
I think so.
Because
A
it
lucky
boosts
colour and
abundance, prosperity.
Brilliant.
And as soon as I heard that, and I thought, I went home and I bought a little plastic cheap bag, and then I've got expensive ones over the years. So it must be 25 years plus. And
You've always
tell
put your
that
money in
this.
red.
Red.
And you should always shut the toilet seat, apparently, as well.
Yes,
in the
well,
East,
that
they
I do
say that
know,
money,
yes.
if you have toilet seats up,
It
money
will-
goes out.
goes
through
out the door.
Through the house.
So I do. Who doesn't want abundance? Everyone wants abundance.
I can feel a red palace coming on then. Give it the colour ruby. There we go. Jump, jump, jump. There you go. There you go.
And definitely, we're putting all our money. You need that.
Yeah, it does have your name. It's actually got my name somewhere, but you can have your name on it. But actually, no, the thing is, we don't have a lot of logos on our bags. Just keep them quite discreet.
I love
So there's
that.
Just a
I
little
love
bit
that.
there.
Yeah.
So we'll call that Ruby.
See,
with
same
Sarah.
here. I do
There we
logo,
go.
very discreet.
Yes,
it
it's a
doesn't need to
discreet
be in
bit.
your
It doesn't
face.
need to shout. Yeah, I completely agree. So
gonna
there
go-
you go. You hold on to that.
Then I have got.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to see.
I
a
love
red
all this
theme.
matching red. Yeah, very good.
The reason why, with the makeup bag and this and that, is it's practical. You can always find it in the bottomless black pit.
And
No,
your name is
just
Ruby.
like-
So
right?
there is that nod
So
to it.
even this is for my Invisalign to put my teeth in, right? And I have it like that in there
Yeah.
because, you know, again, I can find it. It matches, clashes. Look, everyone will think I'm doing a little, like, you know. And
But you've got straight teeth. So,
I have on the top.
right. Why do you use that?
It's for my underbite and overbite. Right. So I have got one here that
Yeah.
comes in, and then there is a gap here.
So
and
is this
they're-
to keep them out? To
it's
keep
to
them all
keep
in the right...
them so that they can be like that.
Yeah.
And I can chew better because as the years go on, we're going to lose the bone density.
Yeah.
I remember
The
you said
scaffolding in our
scaffolding, yeah.
faces goes, and then there will be dental issues. And they said that by that
Okay.
time, you won't be able to use Invisalign. We won't be able to correct it. And when somebody gives you a preventive solution,
Yeah.
you do the prevention. You don't have to address, you know, you don't, I never ignore solutions preventively.
And I think it's something that's not spoken about enough.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is
I hadn't
actually to
thought
do
of that,
with,
yeah.
we talk about bone density. In fact, it is. It's gone up the interest list now, which is because of osteopenia and osteoporosis. And obviously the downside of that for all of us. And most women over the age of 50 have probably got a certain amount of it.
Yeah, I've
You
got
just
a lot
don't
of it.
want it to
I've
go.
got osteoporosis, so
Have
yes,
you got
I do have
osteoporosis or osteopenia?
Osteoporosis.
Osteoporosis.
Fully factored.
And
yeah.
so obviously to eat more protein, to really think about our bones, and because of our jawline.
Yeah.
And you
Because
you
it
wanna
will
hold
go.
that
I
jawline.
know.
Hold up.
It will
Yeah,
go.
for many
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not about to have a facelift, and I don't want to not be able to chew my food. And it's not a vanity thing.
No,
People
no,
think
no,
it's
no,
about
no,
my
no.
teeth.
It's actually
They're
practical.
nice. They're
Protein,
nice
protein,
colour.
protein. Look
Yeah,
after your
They're not
bones.
very straight,
Yeah.
but it's for
Practical
that.
and functional. Okay.
Last things I've got in here, and you're going to laugh, is again,
How many keys have you got in there?
well, it's got,
How many doors
I
have you
have
got?
quite a few doors because one is to the warehouse, one is, like a fob, all sorts of keys.
Yeah, that's
mine.
a good old jailer.
And I love that in red.
Yeah.
And then now I've also been entrusted with my daughter's house keys. And that's also, so I couldn't have another one of these, so I just put it on a red ribbon.
Yes.
But they're for me, and it is hysterical. I'm even embarrassed to say there was a time where I lost my keys and lost my phone and couldn't get in. So,
Do you know, if you lose your keys and your phone, now when you lost your phone, how many numbers, because it happened to me, how many numbers do you know off the top of your head to go to somebody else with a phone and say, can you ring?
only two. I know my husband's
Yeah.
and my daughter's.
Were they around? Neither of we. See, there you go. And
Yeah,
we don't
so
know. We
well,
don't know
yeah, no, you
numbers
don't
now.
know
We don't
numbers.
learn numbers.
Yeah, you
I
don't
don't
need
know
to.
Mark's number. Do you know the sad thing is, I actually know my ex-husband's number, which is not really going to help me at all. But I don't know Mark's number.
No, I think you've helped it.
Well, because we met where you had to remember a number.
Yeah. So it's ingrained.
Funny, whereas my late mum could remember all telephone numbers. Like the
Yeah.
phone book is in there.
Oh yes, I remember. I still remember my mum and dad's at home, and my
All
mum's
I remember
my mum's
was our
died.
Putney houses.
No,
0207 486 2407. That's the only number I have. But it's a landline that doesn't exist anymore. Why have I got that memory? But nothing else. Anybody else's one, because the first thing you do is you look at it.
Yeah.
And you've already, hopefully, put your, you've credited a name to that number. And if it's an unknown number, I don't answer.
Do you use a landline?
I do have a landline, yes, but it's because my mother wants to phone me on the landline. She doesn't like using mobiles.
No, my dad doesn't either. I can't persuade my dad to use his mobile phone.
But it's that very same reason.
I went on to, we have a landline, and I picked the phone up, and I looked at previous numbers, and it's all my phone number looking for my phone in the house. That's the only time we ever use a landline.
Oh my God.
My dad, yes, my dad.
I have a landline too, because you have to for balance and security.
Yeah.
But we don't use it. And my mum died 12 years ago. And since then, I have no use for a landline because everybody else I know. So when my mum passed away, phone was landline gone.
Nobody uses them.
But do you not use it for looking for your phone?
Huh?
See, do you not use it
I
for
used
looking
to,
for your phone?
but now I just ask my husband to ring it. I go, can I just ring
But
this
he's often
number?
not there.
And
he's at his restaurant or
It
he's
is
on a plane.
It's very rare that I lose a phone, but that was it. That was it.
I use my phone.
Well-
Oh my goodness me! What do you have here?
Very excited. I've got this beautiful bag that I really think you're going to really love, I hope. For one thing is, we do have a keychain.
Yes.
And you'll be able to put your keys on the end of that. So
That's how
for
you'll
me,
never
that
go
you're like
out.
that little
That's it.
functionality
That goes.
thing. Yeah, and when you go to your door,
And
it's long enough to get up to the front door.
Yeah,
so
and
that's a good thing. And you can use it on the front.
this is a must,
Yes.
really, isn't it?
This is a
Look.
must, yes.
Love that. I love that together.
There we go. We're going
Contrasting.
to add that one in as
Your
well.
money
because
will
look,
grow in there. Your keys
Your
will
money
be
will grow in
saved.
there. Your keys will be saved.
What is it not to love?
And you
I
can
love,
change
love,
the look
love.
of that very same bag. So as soon as you love and you're feeling really ruby red, you can just change that
Perfect.
same bag. There you go.
Thank you.
You have that.
Thank you, Anthea.
Ruby,
What a
and
great
that comes
friend to
with it.
have. Thank
Such
you.
an honour having you here. I said I've stalked you for years, listened to you for years. So thank you very much. And it's every day's a school day, and I hope you've learned something because every time I hear you speak, I learn a little something that's going to help.
Thank you so much. And
I
thank
adore
you.
that.
Hey Garraway is famous for many things, but one is stuffing a bag.
Just love it. The smell. It's amazing. I do genuinely think it's done my skin, but now I do have a neck like a dinosaur's testicle. So,
You know when you've got goosebumps when you're talking about something.
there isn't a movie about carers. There should be. It's an honour to care, actually. I won't cry, but it's an honour to care. So I have my little hotel shout cap, which I put on. Again, the camera crew are often mystified and bemused, but it does work. I
It
love
all
it.
started with a handbag.
It all started with It's all about handbags so much. I love it.